Hello guys, I hope you're fine. Today we're going to work with past continuous. Again, it's a grammar topic. The structure of the past continuous is formed using was were plus the ing form of the verb. We have the example, he was reading. So the affirmative is going to be the subject, was or were, the verb in ing form, and the complement. She was jumping the rope yesterday afternoon. For the interrogative form, we have was were, the subject, the verb in the ing form, the complement, and the question mark at the end. Was he working last night? Now the structure for the negative form is going to be the subject, wasn't, were, not, the ing form of the verb, and the complement. Remember, we can use wasn't or weren't. They weren't working last Friday night. The first use of the past continuous, interrupted action in the past. Remember, click on the video to stop and you can read all the structure. Now we have examples for this first use. I was watching TV when she called. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. What were you doing when the earthquake started? Now the second use, it's going to be a specific time as an interruption. Click in the video so you can read the explanation, please. The example. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. At midnight we were still driving through the desert. Yesterday at this time I was sitting at my desk at work. Important. In the simple past, a specific time is used to show when an action began or finished. In the past continuous, a specific time only interrupts the action. Last night at 6 p.m. I ate dinner. Now the other use, the number 4, is parallel. Two actions are done at the same time in the past. We have some examples. They were studying while she was making dinner. While Ellen was reading, Tim was watching television. Were you listening while he was talking? I wasn't paying attention while I was writing the letter, so I made several mistakes. What were you doing while you were waiting? Thomas wasn't working and I wasn't working either. Now another use, it's going to be used for, it's the atmosphere. Okay, parallel actions again to describe the atmosphere at a particular time in the past. Examples. It's very important that you click in this text so you can check how we are talking about all the actions in the same past continuous. The past continuous, it's used for repetition and irritation with always or constantly. Okay? Examples. She was always coming late to class. He was constantly talking. He annoyed everyone. I didn't like them because they were always complaining. Okay, repeated actions, repeating behaviors. the big concept, while and when. When are we going to use when and while in the past continuous? Now we have an exercise. I remind you that please click on the video to stop and we can see all the sentences of the exercise. You have to write or to put the verbs into the correct tense, simple past or past progressive. Now we have the answers for the exercise, so check what you think was the correct answer. I'm going to read to you the first one. While Tom was reading, Emily was watching a documentary on TV. Marvin came home, switched on the computer, and checked his mails. The thief sneaked into the house, stole the jewels, and left without a trace. Nobody was listening while the teacher was explaining the tenses. While we were doing a sightseeing to our friends, we were lying. So now a review for affirmative, for questions, and for negatives. Remember, we're talking about past continuous. So that's it for today's lesson. Please, the addition was a little bit faster than the previous one, so click in every slide so you can read it correctly.